Hey guys, so it's time for the good and the bad concealers. Now, what I like to use concealer for is for my under eye circles. I rarely use it to cover up anything on my face, like any imperfections or anything. I just usually like the coverage foundation gives me. So all I like to use concealer for is for my under eye circles. I will from time to time use it on my face, like if I have a really bad blemish or if I have like super duper redness, which I had today. I had a lot of redness like in this area right here, so I did use concealer today, but I don't normally use concealer. So I'm going to be talking about the ones I love, the ones I like, and the ones that I either don't use at all or I don't like for whatever reason. So let's just get into it. The first one is, and these are the ones I love. This is the Loreal True Match Concealer. This is in light medium. And I really like this concealer. I like it so much. I bought the foundation to try out, and it's what I'm wearing today, but I will review that later or soon. But I really love this. I've used this, like not this particular tube, but I've been using this concealer for like maybe 3 years plus. But I just really like the consistency. I like the way the color matches me. I will use this on my face and my under eye circles. It wears nicely. Like, it's not super duper long wearing, but it wears nicely. And I just love it because of the consistency and the way it just blends out really easily. And yeah. The next one is the MAC Pro LongWear, and I'm in NW25. Now this I really like. This is like my ultimate favorite concealer ever because I love it for my under eye circles because it doesn't crease and it's long wearing and it's just freaking awesome. Now for under eye circles with my skin, I do need something with like a pink-ish base. So this is like a warm, it does have like warm undertones, because if I use a concealer with like yellow based undertones, it just makes my under eye circles look really gray, which I don't like. So that's this one. I love this. The only thing that stinks about it is the pump. The pump is like the worst pump ever. It's really hard to control, and if you take one full pump, it is like way too much concealer, and then you just end up wasting product. The next three are the ones I like. This is the Hard Candy Glamoflauge Concealer. This is really good stuff if you have to conceal like any breakouts or any imperfections on your face. I do not recommend it for your under eye circles because it is really thick and full coverage that it's just going to end up creasing, like no matter how little of it you apply, it's just going to crease. But I do really like it if I have to cover anything on my face. The next one is, oh, and I'm in the color tan. The next one is the Maybelline Dream Mousse Concealer. Maybelline Dream Mousse Concealer, and this is in beige medium. This is a discontinued concealer, but as you can see, I really like it. This used to be like my shit when it came to, like, you know, covering my under eye circles, because it would just be the only thing I really liked. So this was like my thing right here, you know. So I like it. I don't use it as much anymore because, you know, I love my MAC concealer now, but I do think it's a good concealer. I'm sure you could find it if you're interested. I'm sure you could find it online somewhere or something. And next off, we have the 15 Concealer Palette. This one I really like. It's just that if you leave the concealer palette open for too long, the top layer of the concealers does dry up like really fast, which sucks. But I do actually like the concealers. You get a white kind of highlight type, well, not highlight, it's like a highlight, and then you get a green, a purple, you get a yellow, and then you get like a lot of other concealer shades. I like to use these concealers when I'm running quick errands. I like to use it on my under eye circles. I like to use it on my face. I like to use these dark shades on the side for contouring. So this is a good palette. I really like it. It just sucks that the concealers dry up so fast. So now we're on to the ones I don't like. Now this is the L'Oreal Studio Secrets Anti-Redness Primer. This is to correct redness. I don't like this. It doesn't do the best job at correcting redness. But not even just that, when I put it on, it just makes my skin look really dry. So that really sucks, you know. And it just has a little pump. It's like in a liquid form, and it just, like, wherever I apply it, that area looks really dry. So I don't like that at all. The next one is the Maybelline Coverstick Corrector Concealer that looks like this. This stuff I like it, but I don't ever use it. Like, for correcting redness, I just use a regular concealer, you know, and it looks like this. As you can see, I have used a lot of it because I do think it's a good concealer. I used to use it more like a while ago than I do now. Now I hardly use it, but you know, it just gets thrown through like the back of all my concealers. The next one is the Benefit Erase Paste, and this is in number 2 medium. Looks like that. You would think I like this concealer because it's like a peachy toned concealer, which is perfect for my under eye circles. But the thing I don't like about it is the way it kind of sets on my skin. Once I put it on and everything, like, it looks okay, but then maybe like 10-15 minutes later, it just gets really dark. I cannot talk today. It gets really dark, and it makes my under eye circles look worse. You know, like, it just looks like I covered them up with a dark concealer, which is super lame. So I don't like this at all, and it does crease. I just don't like it at all. The next one is the Palladio Yellow Corrector Concealer. It looks like this. This stuff is like super lame. I hate it. It does have good coverage. Like, it does have good coverage, I'll give it that. But once I put it on, it makes me look so freaking dry. Like, it's even worse than the L'Oreal Studio Secrets. Like, it just makes me look so dry, like, wherever I applied it, and I hate that. Like, I hate my face looking dry and patchy. I just hate it. So I hate that concealer because it's very drying. It's just no good. The next one is the e.l.f. Tone Correcting Concealer. Now this, I only bought it, and it's in light beige, so it's like too light for me. But I only bought it because sometimes my Hard Candy Glamoflauge is too dark for me, like, depending on the time of the year. So I wanted something to kind of mix with it and make it a little lighter. So that's the only thing I use this for. This is too light for me. It's a very thin concealer, so you get like really light coverage. You might as well use foundation, I think. So I don't really use that unless I'm mixing it with something. And the last one is the e.l.f. Beauty Encyclopedia Face Edition. And this is the one that has like their shimmers and the blush and bronzer. But right here in the middle, you get their concealers. Now, as you can see, I do use them, but I don't use them like on an everyday basis. I only use them if I'm playing around with my sister's makeup, or if I'm playing around with my makeup and I don't want to use concealers I like. This is what I'll use. So I use it to kind of play around with. I think they're okay. Like, I don't think they're bad. I just don't really use them because there's other stuff that I really like. And that's pretty much it. The brushes I like to use to apply concealer on my under eye circles are these two. This is the e.l.f. contour brush, and this is the Walmart High Definition Deluxe Concealer Brush. These are, lately I've been using this one a lot more than this one. This one is hardly getting used anymore. But I like both of them for under eye concealer. And that's pretty much it. I do set, anytime I put concealer on my under eye circles, I have to set it. I love the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like any of these concealers, that's great, because I know that everything is different on everybody's skin. These are just my opinions on the concealers and how they set on my skin and stuff. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you guys later.